Glory to words, glory to sound, glory to power, glory to be to the Most High. Jah, Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie the First, the vanguard of earth. Greetings from the office of Furry Town, Maroon Town, are the original Hebrew Ashanti people of West Jericho. This is Gangonja Never Die, your artist. Still yet, Ras Ahadu Amlak. Here you know. So people, we are going through a testing and trying times in Jamaica and around the world. There are so many things to distract us from the real agenda, which unfolds rapidly as the days goes by. So it is our duty as the ensigns on earth to open the eyes of the people and to remind the people that we are living in a time when, if we do not apply ourselves spiritually, educationally, physically, and otherwise in a positive sense, then we will fall to the hands of the neocolonial masters whose agenda is to re-enslave the people for another 430 years and even beyond. So we are at a point when we, the indigenous people of Jamaica, must stand up for our rights and clearly speak up and demarcate whatever we required to be a firm part of our constitution, which we will use to gather our nations, our indigenous people, which we will use to protect and preserve the children, the next generation, which are up for grabs. And if we are not careful, will be nothing but pawns in the game planned by the so-called systems and the large multilateral corporations whose intention is to steal the commonwealth from the grassroots people of Jamaica, the commonwealth from the grassroots people of Jamaica, the indigenous people, a people who have seen slavery, a people whose existence is way beyond those written in the book written by the colonial masters, whose existence and presence in Jamaica was long before Christopher Columbus and the so-called Holocaust to wipe out the so-called Taino people. The Hebrew Ashanti people, known as the Troglodyte Jews, are the Siboney people whose presence in Jamaica was from 711 BC. Sargon invade Hezekiah on the Melodach Baladan when they were wrestling for the power in Assyria. Now, we the people came to Jamaica from that time. Hence, the name Salem, Beth Salem, Pisgah, Stonehenge, Jericho, Samaria, Sukkot, Elam, Gilead, Goshen. Many people know that Jamaica and the cockpit country. In fact, we, the true original people of Jamaica, knows that Jamaica is actually the cockpit country. What that part of Jamaica which we have in St. James and St. Elizabeth, going across Clarendon, which is now geographically known as the cockpit country, is actually the Coptic country, as in Coptic, Coptic. Hence, if you dig deep in the history of Jamaica, Trenchtown and most of Kingston would be known as Ashanti Town. So then came the Taino people, which are Aborigine people as we know it, and to declare it and to make it more clear, the Aborigine peoples, the Aborigine peoples, they came, then came the Moors, and from that amalgamation, hence the Maranos people, the Siboney Troglodyte people. So Jamaica is a mix of original people, which is the Siboney people, the Taino people, the Hebrew people, and then come along a whole lot of tribes, include the Fans, the Ashantis, the Mandinkas, and so on and so forth. But I say that to say this, that Jamaica from that time is unconquerable, and we are not a people who are afraid to stand up for the rights and to fight for equal rights and justice. And this we will do in this time. We will not be cauterized. We will be shocked by the so-called system. We will stand our grounds as a people in the name of the Almighty, our ancient ancestors, the creator of earth, Mother Earth. Man has a plan, man has a order. Man is high in their times, full of hype and full of it. And they have a plan to implement a system to enslave the people. But if man have a plan, the Creator, the God Almighty, also has a plan. So where does God Almighty, the Black Messiah, the true one that was sent to redeem the people, stand in this time? We the Ethiopian people, will not stand aside and allow the colonial masters who rebrand themselves as neo-colonialists to enslave a people, to fool a generation. We are a people. Jamaica has given the world three most important things. Any nation that you see give the world a symbol as God, as in Jamaica would say Haile Selassie is God. There are people in Jamaica who say Haile Selassie is God. I will not delve deeply into that. Go and do your research. Then we gave them a music and we gave them a language. Suggests that these people are a nation. Well, this nation in Jamaica, the Troglodyte people, are Ethiopian stocks. And we are the true children of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie. We are the true people, the true Ashanti people, who will not fall a prey to the negative system created by you beast-like people, whose intention is to enslave a people. It will not happen. As our forefathers who has passed and gone on before said, I quote today from Joseph, "Hill, until that day, springtime, summertime, and fall, the people will rise. Until that day, springtime, summertime, and fall, the people will rise. Until that day, springtime, summertime, and fall, the people will rise. Until that day, springtime, summertime, and fall, the people will rise. Until that day, springtime, summertime, harvest time, this war will not cease. Righteousness exalteth a nation, and sin is a rich reproach to a people. It is our duty to stand up for a righteous cause in this moment. Black people, Jamaican people, youths, listen clearly. Stop killing off yourself. It is time for you to really look and check the levels. Evil people is the root of all evil. So if you think it is money, think again. There is a system and a people with an agenda. Wake up and smell the coffee, Jamaica. See ya.